Hello everyone, I am Arka from USC. I will be presenting our ICV-19 work on zero-shot grounding of objects from natural language queries. So typically in a phrase grounding task, we are given an image query pair and we need to localize the referred object in the image. For example, given the image and the queries like person in the white shirt or animal on the right or the hat, we would like to produce a bounding box for these objects. An implicit assumption here is that the queried object is encountered in the training set. For instance, if our training set only includes two phrases red car and the blue shirt, the objects encountered are car and the shirt, and therefore a typical test case would be a blue car. As an extension, we introduce zero-shot grounding to include objects not seen during the training. So examples like blue chair, red minivan, and silver moped are also included in the test set. We now take a look at how a typical grounding system works. Given an image, we extract out candidate proposals and then pose it as a ranking problem. That is, we disambiguate between similar proposals based on the query. Note that an RPN derived from an object detector produces these candidate proposals, and we assume that the target object is among these proposals. But what happens if the queried object is novel? For example, in this case, if we query hat, there would be no proposal containing the hat since the object detector treats hat as an background. Therefore, in the ZSG setting, our target object might not be proposed at all as it was never seen during the training. Therefore, we get rid of the explicit object detection stage and instead develop a one-stage grounding system dubbed ZSGNet. Essentially, we score the dense proposals and choose the best proposal for a given phrase and finally regress it to a tighter bounding box. Note that our model can learn directly from the grounding dataset without any need for object detection. To gain further insights, we use a four-way characterization of zero-shot grounding. In case 0, we require the query word to be novel. So examples like automobile, chair, minivan and moped are all novel query words. And note that even synonyms would be considered zero-shot in this case. In case 1, the queried object now belongs to a new category like the furniture, which is different from those in the training set. In cases 2 and 3, objects similar to the query are seen in the training set. For example, car is similar to a minivan. Note that here we are using similarity only in the language space. In case 2, no other similar object like the car is also in the test image. However, in case 3, where the target object is a moped, a similar object like the car is also present in the test image. For evaluations, we now create datasets for each of these cases by subsampling from two datasets, Flickr 30K entities and Visual Genome. We first look at some results on standard grounding datasets. We use accuracy at IOU equal to 0.5 as our primary metric. In particular, we observe a large performance boost on RefClef and very similar performance on Flickr 30K. The performance gap on RefClef is explained by the fact that many of the queried objects are not present in object detection classes. To have a fairer comparison with ZSGNet, we create QRG, which is QRC, a prior work but with glove embeddings. In the zero-shot setting, we find a uniform increase of 3 to 4% increase when shifting from a two-stage grounding system to a single-stage grounding across all cases. We visualize some of our results on the zero-shot grounding datasets. In general, we find good performance on synonyms when there is a single object of interest. However, it fails when there are multiple novel objects. The network also works well when the new objects are visually similar to the seen objects. However, often it gets confused when both the seen and the unseen objects are in the same image. Thank you for listening. Please visit our poster and the following links have the paper and our code online. Thank you.